post-Christmas rush. Once they see this podcast, I won't be able to get my hands on any of this. Hopefully the guard dog doesn't get me.
That said winter storm warning.
Winter storm?
Or Minnesota emergency or something.
Oh gosh, should I look to make sure we're not gonna die?
We might die. Snow emergency updates.
This person is right.
Winter sucks in Minnesota. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
But what doesn't suck? Getting awesome Christmas presents.
But, you know what's dumb? Every year we always get, just money.
Money.
Everyone just gets money for Christmas these days.
Just cash.
But do you know what's good about that?
What?
You can come into Waypoint and get exactly what you want with that money.
Or getting a Waypoint gift card.
Ooh, yeah. Or if you get a gift card for another place, you can still come in and talk to us and we'll hook it up.
Gift card exchange.
Trade in
your big box gift cards. We are in fact accepting competitor/big box gift cards.
So you can buy
here first.
Stuff.
You heard it here first.
And if you didn't know, now you know.
So we never even talked about the title of this podcast. I think the title was going to be What to Spend Your Christmas Money On.
I think that's basically exactly what the title
What to
is.
spend your Christmas money on at Waypoint.
Because the thing is, there is a ton of gift guides out there, but the reality is, we all know at the end of the day, you're going to take your gift card and you're going to come buy the goods. So we're going to show you what we think the goods are.
So I picked out a plethora of items that I think make good gifts and things that I would want for Christmas, and I think things that you would want for Christmas. And you selected the cool Waypoint bucket, and you filled up a bucket of Waypoint
goodies,
items and products, and JDM tackle probably in there. So
yes,
Christmas gift ideas, but more what to spend your Christmas money on. Christmas gift cards, Waypoint gift cards, Christmas cash.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get that Christmas cash. Do you want to go first or should I? We'll just switch off here and go through. We're not going to get through all of it, but we'll get through the bulk.
All right, I'm going to do two at once here because they're both clothing items.
Yes. Skull.
Waypoint Skull t-shirts.
Skull 2.0.
Make a great thing to roll up and put in a stocking stuffer. Or you can go ahead and get the Skull shirt and a sunrise hoodie because it's the perfect time of year to have a sunrise hoodie.
I just wore this.
We showed these on the last podcast, and I got one hanging up here, but...
The JDM Sunrise Hoodie 2.0 and the Skull Tee 2.0. I wore this to the game on Sunday the other day at the whiteout game with my undershirt. This is an undershirt.
As for things that, people can use all the time, not just when they're fishing, and always represent the Waypoint brand, we got you covered.
Got plenty of sizes in stock, too.
Yeah,
so stocked up on those. That's a great idea. I want one of these in my stocking. I need a couple of these.
I've got one, but I could always use another. Mom, Dad.
I like that idea.
Just saying.
To go along with that, I'm gonna have to do a close-up of one of these, but...
Ooh, good choice.
There's a special, not only is it a Waypoint special Bass Edition engraved tumbler with the LVS 34 live scope on the trolling motor and a brush pile with sunfish and bass in it, but I just did a promo starting today. If somebody orders one of these Waypoint Bass Edition tumblers online, they are $39.99 because of all this custom engraving, and I'll do a close-up and show you all that, but every order for one of these, I'm sneaking a $10 to $25 Waypoint gift card in the cup. So you order online and boom, you're gonna get some Waypoint Christmas cash in there.
I wish I was one of our customers.
You're gonna get some Waypoint Christmas cash in your Waypoint cup.
You just get the best stuff.
How could you get any better than that?
You really can't. Unless of course you're buying actual fishing tackle.
But you can capture this. Better. It's got Bass Boat, Mercury, Ultrex, LVS 34 on the front, hucking a spinnerbait in front of a brush pile, the Waypoint badge edition logo, super fine detailing. This thing's crazy. Once you see it in person, you'll see how close up Reed at Fit and Fur Design got on this thing. This is craziness. So
Also, if that clip doesn't work, I have stock slow-mo footage where you can get a real nice, good close-up of that engraving.
$39.99 stocking stuffer, fits in the stocking, and extra Waypoint cash inside as well.
Straight cash.
One of the cooler items for sure.
Okay. So, should I get another one?
Yep. So show me what you would. Show me what you want. Show me what you want. You want Quakey Micros?
Duh.
That surprises me. You don't take me for a Quakey Micro guy.
Well,
You're a big bait guy.
Hear me out. So in the spring,
Those look like snowflakes.
yes they do. It's very timely. I will show a close-up of that in a minute. Very timely. Not for this time of year, but the snowflakes is timely for this time of year. But what's the first thing that happens after the ice?
They spawn.
Well, it's not the first thing, but one of the first things they do.
They get ready to spawn.
Yes. Okay. So, and then after that, they do the spawning, right?
Yep.
And then when they're on the bed, what do you got to do to get them to eat?
You have to throw a white thing on the bed.
Yes, a white Quakey Micro might be a good choice for that.
That'd be a great choice.
I'm always thinking 3 months ahead, or 5 months ahead, or 8 months ahead.
And 5 months ahead from now, we might not have the Quakey Micro because they sell so fast. But we have them now.
We actually have quite a few right now. I think over on the rack, I'm counting about 5, which is pretty good stock for right now.
Yep.
But yeah, come late May, early June,
You're gonna want these.
You're gonna want these smallmouth on beds for tournaments,
wish
for
you had
tournament
'em.
purposes only.
You're gonna wish you had them. They're great on a drop shot. They're also great.
They're good post spawn too on a drop shot. Ike and Ellie was on Bass After Dark, I think it was, and talked about the theory behind why these types of baits works. And I had a theory about it, and it turns out we have the same exact theory. So if you were a fan of the phytoplankton theory that bass never forget, you can hit me up on DMs or come in the shop and ask me about the phytoplankton theory. But when you think I'm crazy, don't be mad when I'm right.
I think you're right. And crazy.
It can be both.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, I got a new color variation of an item
Ooh,
that we just received. This is the Bellows Gale Swimmer, both in 3.2 and 4.2, and I love this new blue back chartreuse color that they just came out with and we just got. I wanted to show you a couple of different rigging options. One is right here. So here it is. This is the Bellows Gale Swimmer. This is the 3.2, and I rigged it up on an 8 ounce 4/aught weighted swim bait hook. Fits that very nicely. Throw it on a bait caster, swim it wherever you want to swim it, skip it around docks. Quite durable. You could when I fish those, I found you can catch 30 to 40 fish on one bait. It's a little bit more durable of plastic, but key highlight, this blueback chartreuse color, I could think of, boy, if we go to the river together, go fish some dirty water, we can maybe make a trip down to Lake the Ozarks and throw this little dude around. We'll probably be doing that shortly.
You know, that's really good color for our home lake.
Really?
On Tonka?
Really?
Well, think about it. What do they eat?
They eat sunfish.
Yes, and what do sunfish have in them?
They have chartreuse.
And
Blue.
so I'm just saying, it's not like an identical match, but
That'll
you get in
work.
some of that dirtier water, or you get it out in the deep water, and it's gonna pop.
Not only is it a great bait on just a regular old swim bait hook, it's great on the back of a swim jig. This is the Hayabusa Little Schmitty swim jig, 3/8 ounce Blaze Craw, I believe this color is called.
So before you use this on the bed, they're gonna need to be eating this.
Trim the skirt down a little bit to match that little compact size of that Bellows Gale trailer, and look at how that just pops together. It's just like, that was just the perfect match. I just love that color. I'm really glad they came out with it. It's really just distinct, and I can't wait to throw it.
Are you gonna throw it on this rod?
Yep, I'm gonna throw it on my pocket combo rod for sure. When we go to Florida at ICAST, probably next year, we'll be throwing these. So
Interesting.
happy with that. I think that makes a great stocking stuffer if you're looking for something a little bit different to get for the angler in your life or for yourself. Bellows Gale Swimmer 3.2 blueback chartreuse, new color just dropped. Along with
Oh, you got more.
The G-Crack Bass Energy, Big Bass Energy, is in fact still in stock. We got a little bit low on quantity, but we got enough, and we got enough here so you can fill up somebody's stocking. If you love G-Crack scent, like we all do, we love it.
Yeah, you like to put it in your coffee.
You
Don't do that. He likes to put it in his coffee.
You're gonna want this because if you have plastics that aren't G-Crack and don't have G-Crack scent, or if they are G-Crack and you want to keep them refreshed and marinating, get some of this. It's gonna spray like a little aerosol can. When you're in a tournament, you need to get the school going. Get the Big Bass Energy and get it now before it's gone, because it will be gone.
Just whatever you do, don't spray it on a Last style product.
Great stocking stuffer.
Otherwise, fantastic.
I would love to have about 8 of these in my stocking, please.
Yeah, they should make them bigger cans, please, G-Crack.
Bigger cans. Bigger cans.
All right.
I can't even imagine. Oh, you know what? I do need a couple more of those.
So,
thank you.
if you don't know, now you know about the tungsten ammo box. This is the finest terminal tackle box in the industry, bar none, and that is a completely biased and wholeheartedly
True statement.
true statement. Yeah, I mean, it is biased, but it's true. It's the best terminal box I've ever used. I've tried almost every one out there, other than some of like the really expensive Plano ones that I.
And these are not expensive.
No, not for what you get. You got compartments that snap in, and if you forget to clasp them, it's okay because they close on themselves when you go like this,
We'll
and
do
then you
some
latch them.
close-ups.
And
We'll do
then
some close-ups on you opening up the lids.
It's just perfect.
Do some close-ups on that.
What do you got there, though?
They also come with your choice of sticker that you can put on each individual latch for perfect organization. It's going to keep you more efficient when you're out on the water. Guys are loving these. Hooks, beads, weights, drop shot weights, anything from pegs.
Yep.
It's all on these sheets. You just got to pick what sheet you want. I also found that if there's items on this list that aren't on the stickers, grab a Sharpie and write it on the lid. It doesn't rub off. It doesn't. If the box gets wet, it doesn't rub off.
Did you hear that? It's durable.
Ultimate organization. You're gonna be way more efficient on the water when you're out fishing a tournament. Need to get to your tungsten or your hooks. This is gonna keep you more organized than any other box on the market. Any other box, this rivals, and this is better in every way.
Can I point something out?
Yep.
So when it's open, it is about the size of a 3700
700.
flat,
Yep.
like a thin one. Like this, it is the thickness of a 37 or 3600 deep, but it is smaller
Half
than a
the size.
3600. Like it's like what, they're 35 or 3400 size.
When I'm a co-angler, I've got one of these loaded up with just hooks, because we have a notched version as well, so you can lay your 4/0, 5/0 flipping hooks across.
Yep.
And then the other half would be like drop shot hooks and Nico hooks and that kind of stuff, and maybe pegs. And I've got the other box would be all my flipping weights in one half and drop shot Nico weights on the other half. They're at the ready, and they don't take up. If you got like a co-angler bag and you're limiting.
The shop boat's a good example.
Yeah.
It doesn't have big compartments, but we can fit.
Yeah.
But we can fit all of the terminal we need in 2 of those boxes and have it ready for us to grab. Because we use the shop boat as a utility boat for all of us at the moment. So basically, we're always running in there and just dipping things in and out. But these stay in there. Ross and I both have one in there.
I think we can argue that this is. If you can fit more items in that box in a smaller profile than any other box on the market, and to me that's probably one of the most important things about when you're a bass angler. You got so much stuff, and you're like, if you're a co-angler especially, you don't have that room.
No, you don't.
So.
And this cut down a lot of room in my co-angling bag. Literally cut the size of the profile of my terminal box down to literally in half.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And I mean, there's guys that have made like unbiased YouTube videos because they love their tungsten ammo box so much, and
we just had an article in Bass Angler magazine.
Just had an article that I didn't even know about that. Yeah, in Bass Angler mag. So check them out.
Pretty
Check out
awesome.
the tungsten ammo box. Just got a restock,
we
and
got
that
'em.
too will indeed fit in a stocking.
Yeah, it will, and if not, will go under a tree just fine as well. These don't have to go in a stocking.
Look good wrapped up too. Yeah, it would look like something really cool. And then we have the fully loaded version as well. The fully loaded comes with hooks, terminal tackle, weights, beads, pegs. Got everything you need to fill it up.
This is just like cheap, like, I'm not going to name brands because I don't want to be mean, but cheap hooks, right? We're not giving them the high quality.
No, it's literally only high quality. There's some BKK in there.
These are better hooks than you let me have.
There's some Arsenal tunks in there. There's some decoy kachi beads in there. It's only the good stuff.
Do you have some of them Ichikawas in there?
There's some Ichikawas in there. As I said, only...
If you haven't checked out Ichikawa hooks, come in and get a couple packs.
Only the good stuff.
That's some of the best stuff, that Ichikawa stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're all about here. It's just only the best stuff.
Every time you lift that up, like, something cool comes out. I feel like we're having like a Mary Poppins kind of moment here.
While we're on the whole gift box thing, I don't think you could get a better gift box.
The Naso box.
Big box at JDM. This is the Naso JDM mystery box. What does Naso mean?
Mystery.
So it's the Waypoint mystery box.
It's double the mystery.
Double the mystery, double the trouble.
I've seen you pack a couple of these up.
You've packed one. I told you to pack one up, and you packed it full.
Yeah. So you're getting $300 plus of tackle for $250. You're not getting like factory second stuff. You're not getting packages missing product. You are getting real noris, real depths, real G-crap,
and they're not sample packs.
Real Duo Realis, real Raid.
Hide up Koikis are in here.
All JDM stuff. Hide up Koikis are in there.
Bass puzzles.
You might find a Koiki Micro in there. But you also might find a Signal product, like the Devil Swimmers.
Yep.
You might find, like, Gancraft. You might see some glide baits in there. Yes. I mean, guys, we stacked these up with, like, the best product we could fit.
And there's
how else to say that.
There's accessories, like there's maybe some G-Crack braided line scissors in here.
Ooh.
There might be some little terminal tackle items from Ryugi in here. Like, we went around the entire store and picked a few things from just about every category. I know some of these have some Koiki Thunders in there, which are getting real hard to find.
Oh, did we put Bass Puzzle grass pieces?
Yes, Bass Puzzles are in them. Yes.
In frilled shads. Do we put frilled shads in there? No, people are looking for frilled shads.
And every box has got something different. In fact, we've had guys, because they were so happy with their first box, they had to come back and get another one.
Yeah.
Totally different stuff.
Yeah.
They're not all the same.
Each one is entirely unique. We repack a new one every time. We just make sure that the dollar amount's right and that it all fits in the box. Other than that, I mean...
This is not your typical mystery box with sample packs of items and just generic crap that you don't want.
Also, it's not like we stuck like random reels in there or something that are low cost. Like these are products that we sell at full retail all the time.
I went home and grabbed stuff from my house that we don't even sell in the store and threw some of that stuff in here.
That's
like crazy stuff.
You're doing too much, Ross.
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
I might just keep this one actually. They're heavy and they're packed full.
This one's mine.
I mean, they're so packed full that when you shake it, it's not moving because there's that much stuff crammed into it. So it's cool. I would highly recommend jumping on one. We started with 36. We're down to 10. So
we're doing good.
Great gift.
Thank you to everyone who's already bought one.
Yeah.
I got something. I got a few things, but I got something else. Speaking of random reels. Have you checked out the new SLX XTs?
I honestly have not. No.
Okay, so I was a big fan of the old XT.
Still am a big fan of my old XTs.
For $140, you are getting a better reel in the SLX lineup than I think the other two reels. I will say that outright.
Or any other $100 reel on the market.
I mean, for $140, this is probably the most bulletproof reel on the market. Very high quality gearing, very high quality cosmetics. Guys have had success with these. This is the reel I recommend to high school anglers. When they come in, they're like, hey, I'm looking to buy something. They usually want to go to the SLX DC, which is another great product. But if you're fishing a ton of high school tournaments, you want to fish slops, you want to fish frogs, you want to fish jigs. I know everyone wants to fish forward facing, but there's going to be a time and place to still throw the big stuff. This reel can handle it. It can handle the abuse. It casts a mile. No, you don't get the DC gearing, but you do get the extra tough, not cosmetics, internals that make this a better reel overall.
One thing I have heard about that reel that you mentioned, like the SLX DC, I've heard that reel casts better than like a lot of reels on the market out there. Like that reel's got insane castability and manageability.
Yeah, I won't buy any of the other SLX just because I beat the crap out of my stuff.
Yeah.
Not because I abuse it, but because I use it. I want to make that clear. But SLX XT can handle the rigors of going out pre-fishing, fishing a tournament. I've been super happy with my old ones. The new one is a slightly improved version. They come in all 3 gear ratios. Get them for throwing a spinnerbait, get them for throwing a frog, get them for
swim
jigging,
Can I
crankbaiting.
throw this with it?
You absolutely can throw that with it. Put a 40-pound braid on this thing and sling it wherever you want.
Mm-hmm. I got plans for these.
Yeah, so
Dwayne. Got plans for these, Dwayne.
But the thing is, I didn't grab anything for shaking a minnow. Like what kind of reel do you use for that?
Well, I happen to have
Oh my
the
gosh.
thing.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Jay on this one.
Now you've seen that one, haven't you? You know all about these, don't you?
Jay's giving me the whole rundown.
This is the brand new. Most places don't even have these yet. This is the brand new Shimano Twin Power. We've got them in 2500, we've got them in 3000, we've got them in 4000. Just got them. We've already been putting them to the test. Jay, I think, already owns a half dozen of them.
Okay, so Jay's got a half dozen of those?
I think Jay already stole about 6 of these from us. Whether he stole them or paid for them, I don't know. But
we can check on that.
We can
after
check
this
the
video.
cameras. Check the cameras. Improvements on this versus the old one. I already know it's lighter weight.
Yeah, it's lighter weight.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there is a lot they did with this one. I can't remember all of it. Infinity drive was added, I believe.
Yep.
Didn't they improve the bushing on the drag so it's a lot smoother?
Way
I mean,
old Twin Power was already smooth, right?
Yeah.
This thing is like you're drifting in a snow flying saucer of melted butter.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Like snowshoeing. It's like you're snowshoeing on a hill of bunny rabbits.
I guess the best way to explain it in
You
basic
have to
terms.
come in and give it a spin.
Well, okay, so to explain it in basic terms and not use a bunch of marketing jargon, they made it fit together better than the previous one. What I mean by that is there's not big like sometimes there'd be give in the spool on reels. I've noticed that on a couple of the other Shimano models, and I love Shimano. I use them exclusively as my spinning reels. But there are some big advantages to having a reel that fits together cohesively. There's no give in it. The drag is smooth. There's no play in the handle. It's solid. You know what you're getting. You know that when you set the hook, you're gonna have literally the power to handle it, and then also the finesse of the drag to make sure you don't break off.
I think specifically for the forward-facing sonar stuff, having the benefits of this caliber, the drag that they put in this.
Yeah, we've proved that over the
Unbelievable.
summer and our time fishing together. You throw a lower quality reel out there and they hit it 10 feet from the boat and start stripping drag.
Yep.
Well, if that drag sticks, you're SOL, but that drag's not going to stick.
For $449.99, I don't know that there's a better reel on the market, and it is 100% worth the investment, no question. We have guys that they take the chance on one, and they've come back and outfitted their entire arsenal with the Twin Power.
Well, we clearly have a holiday rush because we had to stop and help a customer, so that's a good problem to have.
Sold some bellows gill swimmers.
Mm-hmm, you sure did. Besides that, where were we? We just talked about some twin power action. Kyle left it loosey-goosey because, to be honest with you, I know you guys are really sick and tired of marketing jargon, but just talking about good marketing, have you seen the marketing from Throwback lately? That Pink Lemonade stuff was good, but did we told the people, but just in case you haven't heard, we've got a lot of Throwback product in recently. Some of it's sold out already, but some of it is not. Oh, you got one too. Look at you. I've got a Retro Glide. They retail at $189.99, and then this is the Chickadee, blacked out Chickadee.
Blackout Chickadee.
So we previously did the Red Wing Blackbird. Couldn't get that done this time. As you know, Throwback is super busy right now, crazy busy, but we were able to go ahead and get
the next best thing
with the
black.
I don't know why this one hasn't been going yet, because when people saw the Red Wing Blackbird one, they were all about it, and this is basically the same thing with slightly different.
Because they're waiting to
blades.
Spend their Christmas money.
I'm so dumb.
That's why we're doing this podcast. Is because this is what you need to spend your Christmas money on.
Well, what if I want to spend my Christmas money on one of the finest glide baits on the market right now? Okay, both it is.
So we all know the Chickadee is famous for the unbelievable glug, 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 glug action on the top. Everybody knows about that, and if you don't, we actually have a video we posted on Facebook a while back, and it's on YouTube, showing the Red Wing Blackbird one in the tank, and it's going to make you buy one in a heartbeat. But I am curious on the Retro Glide.
So the Retro
How does
Glide,
it swim? Does it float? Does it sink? Is it low sink? What are those all about?
So it's low float.
Okay.
From what I understand, we got the low float versions, which means that if it gets submerged, it'll float back up slow. It's going to be a much wider retrieve than a lot of glide baits out there. There's not a severe angle on the joint of these, but that's okay. You're trying to get really big S's, and then you're going to try and get not aggressive twitches, but more of like a stutter or a delay in your retrieve. So you're trying to speed it up real quick so that it does that S and then it turns through an S quicker, or you kill it and it glides wide instead of hitting its S point as quickly. Gonna need a little bit bigger setups for these. Leviathan rods would be a good choice. We got a couple models of them that would be really good.
And they're on sale.
And they're on sale for the holiday season. This is a reel that I would go ahead and bulk up my reel. Or this is a bait that I bulk up my reel. Excuse me. I'd get like a Tatula 300, something bigger that can handle it. Maybe even like Alexa 300 or 400. Input of the reel is going to be the name of the game on this. Steady, slow retrieve with hesitations and stutters.
One more question on the retro there you got there, buddy.
Now
that color is Natty Gill.
Yes.
I think you could use that anywhere across the U.S.
Yeah?
I don't think there's a single lake you couldn't throw that on. So
pretty much, yeah, you got every lake covered from California to Florida up to, I mean, you can catch them on Champlain on it. Maybe a little bit too much for a smallmouth lake, but like any lake that's got largemouth, this color's gonna work.
We'll drop a little bit more of a close-up in the...
Yeah, we'll shoot close-ups after we're done here. Hopefully you don't get any more interruptions, and if we do, it's from customers buying stuff.
So throwback, restock, blackout, and then the retro. Those are good gift ideas. I think every angler needs at least a couple of them.
Well, when you buy
that was my question. I said, well, how are you going to store that big bait? Well,
the Depths lure sleeves are my favorite way to store treble baits.
And that are
of the glide variety.
That large size is probably the only storage that you're going to fit that big retro in.
Well, yeah. And the cool thing about these large ones, and I've showed you this and I've made a video of it, is they fit in an Arsenal Legacy bag, the large one. So you can take, I think at the moment I have 9 glides in one Legacy bag.
You got at least 8.
Yeah, I got a lot in there. And you can still fit the full thing of the sleeve, and this is going to fit right in that sleeve just fine. This will also fit in the Arsenal Legacy bag. these come in a 3-pack for, I believe it's like $18.99-ish, somewhere in there.
Right around $20, somewhere in there.
But when you're buying $189.99 glide baits, you want to protect them. $20 is a drop in the bucket.
What if we do this? This podcast is going to air on December 23rd.
Yes.
So on December 23rd, today, the day you're watching this video, hopefully, if you order a Throwback Baits Retro Glide, I will throw in a free Depths lure sleeve.
One sleeve or a pack?
A whole pack. You will get 3 of them.
Oh, so it might be worth it to pick up a couple other glides to fill your packs, or if you've got glides already, this is definitely what I recommend for them.
Just there's a little a note you can make when you make your online order that says add a note to my order. Just hit I watched the podcast, and then you'll get a free Depths lure sleeve kit with your purchase of a retro. That's a pretty good Christmas deal.
Yeah. What else you got? Wait a minute. When did this box get here?
Well, I had to sneak that in there.
What? Which one did you grab at least?
This is the 7 Reels GSC casting reel, brand new. We're one of the only ones who have these. We were the first one in the whole United States to get them, and we released them too early and we got in trouble. But now we can talk about them.
Well, we didn't get in trouble. We just got misinformed. I don't want to sit here and make everyone think that we got in trouble because we didn't, but
so
we did get misinformed.
Everybody probably knows about the original 7 Reels GF series casting reel that we love. We've tried them, used them. I frog with mine. It's bulletproof. Incredible reel.
Here's the GF.
That's the GF series. This is the slightly bigger frame, brand new GSC series. They are $180. Now, if you're a crankbaiter, if you like chatterbaits, if you like
Spinner
swing
baits?
jigs and spinner baits, if you like some frogging and flipping, this is your powerhouse reel. They've got a click drag, so if you like even throwing like a little free rig and want to take advantage of that,
I just like click drag.
all the 7 casting reels have a click drag, which sets them apart. It's got a really palmable profile. They're real comfy. They look great. St. Croix reels perform better than they look in the box.
Yeah, that's true.
What I mean by that is you can't look at this reel and go, you don't know how well it performs just by looking at it. You have to go put it to the test, and they are hard to backlash. Like, that's the only way I can explain it is when I'm frogging with this thing. So. I don't think I backlashed it once, and if I did, it was one of those you just pick it right out and you're good. They're very hard to backlash. I highly recommend them for like a beginner first bait caster. Bulletproof like no other.
Yeah.
Great gearing. I've put mine through just about everything. I've thrown this one with my heavy cover scats in thick cover under docks and tried to break these reels, and I just can't. And we're actually shipping these all over the country, more than we're selling them here in the shop.
Yeah.
The guys that know about them are ordering them and like looking for these. So good price point. For $180, you really cannot go wrong with these reels. Give them a shot. If you're wondering and pondering about the St. Croix reels, ponder no mo.
Ponder no mo. That explains the box.
That is a great stocking stuffer as well.
It is. Okay, I got one last stocking stuffer.
Depths Custom BW.
B Custom Spinner
B
Bait.
Custom BW.
BW half ounce. This one is half ounce in black gold. These are sweet.
They are also in the mystery boxes.
Yes, they are found in the mystery boxes. These are sweet spinner baits. Right size wire, right shape, size head. They've done a really good job of creating very detailed blades on them, but also the way these are designed. Like I said, the head shape's right, so they keel out properly. The weight's distributed down the shank of the hook a little ways, which allows it to sit properly. I would read you the back, but it's in Japanese, and I'm not going to translate it. But essentially, there's a diagram here explaining how the head shape creates water resistance, which creates displacement. And when we talked about things in the last podcast, I talked about water displacement an awful lot. Anything to displace the water, I'm all about it. So.
Charlie, that works here, he fished a tournament over the summer or maybe early fall. Do you remember that on the river?
He fished one. It was early spring.
Early spring.
He was crushing them on the.
He won the tournament on that.
Yeah.
He said the reason he won because he could throw that bait in like the weedier and scummier areas than other people could just throw their normal spinner baits. He said he could get that bait in places where it doesn't belong and it would come through and pop out nicer.
Yeah. Solid.
And he said something with the current. He said that spinner bait had enough
it doesn't get blown out in the current. Yeah, it's got resistance to keep it trucking. Yeah, and that's a lot of what it's talking about on the back here in Japanese is how the water is resisting over the head to keep it running right. It really boils down to this right here. That's probably both why it gets through that cover so well and also why it does so well in the current, because it is creating a flow breakage over the head of the bait.
Well, I think we can all agree that more displacement and being able to fish a bait in more places probably leads to more wins.
Well, I mean, Charlie's proof, but also like anytime I can throw a bait anywhere, I'm happy camper.
Mm-hmm.
So big reason I throw swim jigs a lot. Big reason I throw certain swim baits. You got one more thing in there too. You better show off.
Yep. We touched on this actually on the last podcast. This is the 4.25 inch Ignite, the super minnow.
Didn't we get the big ones?
We got the big ones.
You must have forgot we got the big one.
This is the nicotine minnow from Ignite, 4.25. Also got the levitator heads with the fins on each side that promote that rolling action. And today, got them in stock.
Oh, you already grabbed a pack.
The big brother to the original nicotine minnow, the 5 1/4 variety has arrived. It's longer, it's girthier, it's got bigger wings. It's got that same tail action, real soft, but they hold up really nice. You don't have to worry about that too much because the levitator head has a spring lock on it to keep your bait nice and tight. They roll like crazy. We've done a video on these showing that. Guys, particularly down south, have been ordering these online like crazy. The word is out.
Dude,
the nicotine minnow is in.
One of the elite rookies just ordered a couple today. We bought 3 or 4 packs and some heads.
Yep.
So
controversy.
There's always controversy.
How about the guys commenting saying, I love a good freeloader.
Well, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get where it comes from. The reality of it is we're in a copycat market, and that's just the way it is.
You always say you can only make a bait
so many ways.
A certain number of ways, right?
Yeah, at some point, guys, physics comes into play here, and we're talking about the shape of the head, we're talking about the shape of the wings, where you have to hit certain angles, you have to hit certain head shapes if you want baits to do certain things. It's the same thing with spinner baits. You gotta have the right head shape to get it to do the right thing. That's why this particular head comes through cover when other heads don't. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't see the resemblance, because I do, but I'll tell you what, this is definitely a different bait. They don't even have like the same density of plastic, and they're slightly different materials.
And one thing I will say about the Ignite baits, and I've said it before, the colors when you're shopping online, they are so much more vivid and beautiful in person.
Yeah, like I don't know if I can take a photo to do it justice.
Their color iterations, like their iteration of the champagne pepper and the gizzard shad, they are freaking money. They're unbelievable when you see them in person. They pop. They've got lots of really awesome glitter in them. They just did them right. They're high quality, and I guess my opinion on it is if it helps me catch more fish and I'm allowed to use it in a tournament, I'm throwing it.
I mean, what it boils down to, here's the other thing. Ignite's not a big company.
Right. They're like small, locally owned.
Down in Kentucky or Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah.
So here's the irony of it. For once, guys, a small company has taken a product from a big company and then made their own iteration of it with modifications. And it's just kind of weird this time for guys to be like, oh, it's a copy of the freeloader, which I get it, I see it, I'm not blind, not dumb, but normally when this type of things happens, we're mad at the big guy picking on the little guy. And for once, a little guy is just doing something to give him a better situation or modify something the big guy's created. And
freeloaders don't have wings. I don't know what.
Yeah. This is like if a freeloader drank a Red Bull.
Yep.
So
he has wings now.
Yeah, with a few eyes in it. So
high quality stuff, great colors.
It's not going to stop me from fishing it.
They work. They're selling like crazy, and the guys that know.
But
the levitator head. Who else has a levitator?
Nobody
head?
has that.
Wings,
Nobody has
wings
that.
on your lead head. Come on.
So we may get flack for talking about the controversy, and I 100% get where it's coming from. But the reality of it is this is such a small fish in a big pond that it's just not something I'm going to worry about right this second. And
I know I want them in my stocking.
I want them in my boat. Mm-hmm. Let's just skip the stocking and go straight to the tackle bags.
Well, you better act quick because they're going to be sold out.
Yeah, as soon as I post this video on the 23rd, it's going to be like post-Christmas rush. Yep. So if you enjoyed what you see here, come on into Waypoint or stop into our website at waypointenglishsupply.com. Do some Christmas shopping, do some post-Christmas shopping.
Come spend your Christmas cash.
Yeah.
Come spend your Christmas gift cards.
Trade in your gift cards if you must.
Trade in your big box and competitor gift cards.
Get the goods.
Waypoint gift cards. You give me a big bucks gift card, instant redemption. I'm giving you back a Waypoint gift card that you can spend on anything you see here or there. Wait. Do they have to do the thing where they have to leave and come back to spend the gift card, or can they go ahead and just spend it right away? It's instant redemption. Like, you will probably, by the time I scan the back of the code, you'll have it spent like that fast.
Good enough for me.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea, and I think our customers who want to support us are definitely going to take advantage of it.
I think they got some good Christmas ideas for themselves and for others.
Ideas for not only Christmas, but for doing that pre-shopping for 3 to 6 to 9 months in the future like I do.
Yep, the pre, post, and during shopping.
Oh, guys, I didn't throw frogs in here, but don't forget to come in and get your frogs. We're stocked up on Teckle frogs, we're stocked up on Spro frogs, and if you watched the last episode, you'll understand why I'm saying this. If not, go back, check out our last podcast.
Marination.
You need to marinate them frogs, and you can't marinate them if you don't have them. So, you know where to go, where to get them. We're doing our thing.
Yeah, I can
Hey, are the Vikes? What are they, 12-2 now?
Vikings are currently 12-2.
12-2.
They play the Seahawks on Sunday, the 22nd, and my prediction, 13-2. Sam Darnold throws 3 touchdowns. Aaron Jones also gets one. And
I bet he goes for 100 yards too.
And
Aaron Jones for 100 yards. You can mark it down.
And a Bynum interception.
Ooh. Is Ivan Pace Jr. going to be back?
No. I don't think he's coming back.
He's coming back for the Packers game.
Packers game, yes.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think
he
he'll
won't be back yet. That's okay. We need Ivan Pace for that run game.
Yes. Bring back Sammy Dimes for next year, please.
Yeah. Quezzy, if you're watching this, which we know you're not, bring him back. Bring him back. Also, Quezzy, if you are watching this, let us know and we'll take you fishing. Skull.
Waypoint podcast. What's the word at Waypoint? Volume 1.
Episode 3
Episode 3.
is out.
Stay tuned for episode 4.
I'm out of here. Wait! Load my bucket up. No! No.
I got a bigger box than you do.
Yeah, well, but I get both reels. Wait! This is the empty reels.
Ah!
No!